Anthony, I think it's safe to say that our teams really enjoy visiting communities from coast to coast.
We sure do, and when we're on the road, we often find some very interesting things or places that make us want to pull over.
That's exactly what happened with our Halifax team when they were recently in PEI. They found one such place, the Bottle Houses in Cap-Egmont.
Bottle houses. Sounds intriguing.
Intriguing and beautiful. The houses are not suitable to live in, but they are big enough to walk around in, which is exactly what our Halifax presenter, Bain, did. Let's check it out.
I'm here in Cap-Egmont, Prince Edward Island, which is home to a unique and very fairy tale-like roadside attraction known as the Bottle Houses. You'll find the bottle houses by spotting the giant bottle on the side of the road, which is itself made of glass bottles. Passing under an archway of foliage, you emerge into a garden oasis. But it's the buildings that will take your breath away. There's a 6-gabled house, a chapel, and a tavern, all made of glass bottles facing inward, over 25,000 of them. I meet up with the site manager, Diane Gallant, to learn more.
The bottle houses are quite big, like it's 8 feet or 10 to 12 feet up high, and they have lots of colors. There's lots of green bottles, there's brown bottles, clear bottles, and there's different feels because some of them are wine bottles, some of them are prune juice, apple juice, orange juice. Then there was a lot of glass bottles back then, so it makes it very unique.
The space between the bottles is filled with concrete. The variety of shapes and colors creates a dazzling mosaic, and the bottlenecks remind me of formations on a cave wall.
Monsieur Edouard Arsenault is the gentleman who built these 3 structures. His daughter had gone to Vancouver Island to visit, and she brought back pictures and postcards of what she had seen. And one of them was a postcard of a castle that was made out of bottles in BC. So he decided if they can do it, I'm going to try. So he was a retired fisherman, lobster fisherman, and he started at the age of 66.
The buildings took Edward 4 years to complete. I am especially taken with the chapel. So Diane, we're here in the chapel building, and I know you mentioned to me that this is actually one of people's favorite spots here at the Bottle Houses. So I'm wondering if you can describe it a little bit for me. Tell me what it's like.
Well, there's an altar, and there's a lot of bottles. Over 8,000 bottles were used to build this building, and there's 2 crosses with the brown bottles. There's one on each side of the wall, and there's also 4 blue bottles amongst all these 1,000 bottles. The blue ones were they were rare.
The 6-gabled house is the largest structure, consisting of over 12,000 bottles. I love that I can touch the bottles and really feel this work of art. The tavern looks like it was built for a good time. Liquor bottles line the bar, which is itself made of bottles. I have to wonder at Edward's chosen constructions.
That's very strange to me too. It's like eat in the house, the first house he did, and then play in the second, which is a tavern, and then pray in the chapel. So it's quite nice.
It's sort of like everything you need, right?
Yes, that's right.
This place is both quirky and sublime. I do not want to leave.
That's the best part of my job. It's because people love it so much. There's a gentleman that went out the other day, an older gentleman, and he looked at me as we were saying goodbye, and he said, "I'll never forget this visit." So that just touches me so much.
Visually, the bottle houses are stunning, but it's also a really interesting tactile experience feeling the bottles, and you can hear the birds here, you can smell the flowers in the gardens. It's just a beautiful spot, and it's definitely worth a stop if you find yourself on the island.
You weren't kidding about the bottle houses being beautiful. The way the light filtered through the glass, I bet one could look around for hours.
I'd really be interested in checking out the tactile aspect of the homes. Laura said the whole place gave off a really great vibe. And some people say they could feel the spirit of Edward Arsenault in the chapel. He passed away during construction.
Definitely worth a visit. Sadly, the bottle houses are closed for the season, but they will reopen back up in May if you want to start planning your next PEI visit.